In this video we share the torments of purgatory according to servant of God Anna Maria Taigi. The servant of God Anna Maria Taigi, who died in the reputation of holiness in Rome in the middle of the 20th century, saw a guardian angel lead the soul of a pious priest to purgatory. It seems, then, that the demons no longer have any power over those holy souls, who have overcome the devil's cunning and his deceptions during life, who are guarded and defended by the guardian angel. That predestined soul goes to the place of satisfaction, where it is assigned a place according to the weight of its sins. O God, how terrible that hour must be for the soul! An hour before, when she still lived in the body, she was resting in a soft bed, and everyone who surrounded her tried in every kind way to relieve her agony and pain. Now, here she is, thrown into the fiery flames without any help, without any consolation, except that one day, who knows when, the end of these torments will come. Oh, if you would often think of that terrible hour, you would not really sin so easily. You would wear yourself out in penances and pleasures, so that you would be freed from even the smallest mistakes. If those who stand around the bed of the deceased, near that dead body, still warm, if they would only think about what that soul is going through at that moment, death would be both a useful and convincing sermon for those who remain. But the spirit of faith is so lukewarm in our souls, that we are mostly comforted, that this poor sick man has finally got rid of all the pains of life, and so often the words are heard next to that bed, "Blessed is he has finished his torment." These are blasphemous and pagan words that should be heard shaking. He is done with his torment. And what do you know about that? Are you sure that that soul was so pure that it could go straight to heaven? Oh, my Christian brothers, in the presence of that dead body, as you say it does not suffer any more, you mean the soul that may be in the hour. While you say it like that, he begins to live the real experience of suffering, because all sufferings and horrors of pain, even the most difficult and worst ones in this world, are just a big nothing compared to the sufferings in another life. Think of purgatory where the soul enters at that hour. Imagine only that consuming fire in which he must remain, instead of throwing praises about the deceased, which do him no good at all. Kneel down beside that bed and begin fervently praying prayers for the repose of the soul. You would have to continue these prayers until that day or hour, when you could be sure that that soul, through your prayers and good deeds, was delivered from the torments of purgatory, and that it had attained eternal bliss. Only then will you be able to live peacefully and say, "Don't suffer any more." And indeed, according to what church teachers teach, the sufferings of purgatory cannot be compared to the sufferings on earth, and as St. Thomas Aquinas, where all the teachings of the old church fathers were collected, the torments of purgatory are equal to those in hell, excluding the duration of those torments. Thank you for supporting my channel. May God bless you and keep you. Our Lady, Queen of Peace, pray for us.